We just got probably our best look outside of E3 at Halo Infinite, and I am excited. I'm still not convinced on all of the environments, but the Spartan models look literally perfect. I don't think I've ever seen Spartans look as good in a Halo game, period. As has been the case for recent videos, I just don't have time to cover Halo news as closely as I'd like to. Thankfully, my good friend Kevin from the channel Kevin Coolx is basically up on every single piece of Halo news and prepared a video for you guys. Now, you have to go subscribe to Kevin. He's got one of the best Halo channels on the internet. I would say he's right up there with Hidden Xperia for me, but the less of a focus on lore and more on gameplay and kind of as it happens news. So go subscribe to Kevin. I really want to help him take his channel to the next level, but with that being said, let's roll the video.
A massive news update recently came out from 343 about Halo Infinite, talking about the release time frame, updated graphics, and how Craig is actually going to begin a makeover, as well as the first look at Halo Infinite's multiplayer, more details on the coding system, and the reward for 152, and Joseph Staten's reaction to playing the campaign. It's quite awesome. Stay tuned throughout the whole video to understand all the details. How's it going, everybody? My name is Kevin, and I'm here today to help out Eckhart's Ladder when it comes to some Halo Infinite news. He's graciously giving me the opportunity to come in and help you guys keep you up to date with everything going on with Halo. I do run my own Halo Infinite news channel as well, so if you guys want to get more details on Halo, I highly suggest checking out the links in the description down below. So after months and months of pretty much radio silence on Halo Infinite news, we've got a little bit about challenges, about different kinds of promotions that have kind of leaked out different parts of Halo Infinite. We finally have a big development update about Halo Infinite. In this video, I'm going to give you the TLDR of everything you need to know that's in this update. So in this blog update, it was pretty much broken up into two and a half sections. First section talking about the campaign and graphics and what they've improved right there, because that's probably the biggest issue that people have had with Halo Infinite's reveal, and also going into some multiplayer and player engagement side of things when it comes to customization and some extra screenshots as well. And the point 5 being Joseph Staten's impression of playing the campaign, which is rather reassuring. So he sat down with the graphics and art team with Nicolas Bolivier, or Spartans also known as, Neil Harrison and Annie Dostri from 343, and they go into some details about this, saying some of the key areas of progress include better quality of global illumination, ambient occlusion, shadows, volumetric lighting, sky, and atmosphere. They've also addressed the issue with our GPU-driven rendering and texture streaming solution that would mitigate the LOD popping and texture quality issues that were prevalent in the July demo. I'm sure many of you have probably seen the gameplay demo in great detail. There was a lot of pop-in textures. The lighting just wasn't where it needed to be. It didn't showcase how good this game actually looks. If you look at the comparison between like the dark shadowing and the bright lights, you can see the difference between the textures, and it's just the same game, same textures and everything, but you can see the difference in the lighting makes a huge difference in the graphical fidelity. Halo Infinite is trying to do something different with its lighting system within this game. They're using a real-time dynamic lighting system, which has never been done in Halo. So we could possibly see some different changes or visual presentation within the game. Though knowing that they've worked on ambient inclusion and shadows, those are the two biggest things I think that would really help out with Halo Infinite. Because if you look at this one scene with the Elite, once he's just standing in the barracks looking area, it doesn't look like he's very much interacting with the area, and also that once he's actually dead laying on the ground, there really isn't much in the way of shadowing underneath him to give him that depth that he's actually part of the environment. You know that ray tracing was initially going to be a post-launch update kind of early in 2021, and now that the game has been delayed, it gives 343 time to implement RTX and the game's launch. They even mentioned Craig. Yes, the Craig meme does make an appearance within this blog update, saying, firstly, I can confirm that the facial animations on NPCs was not fully implemented in that build, talking about the gameplay demo, which resulted in Craig's incredibly deadpan, lifeless face. This does make a little bit more sense, because that's one thing I definitely noticed when I was watching the gameplay, that these brutes are fighting for their lives, and they're just kind of looking at you like, bruh. Like, Craig is literally getting punched to death, and he just doesn't care. But not only are we getting graphical improvements, we're also getting animation improvements. And Craig is actually going to get a makeover. They did here saying, we're also working to add some hairdos and beards, which is something we hadn't gotten to in July. Another big improvement is actually the texturing. They go into great detail saying, we've improved some of our materials to get our more specular response, more wear and tear on vehicles and weapons, more fidelity in our characters, and more macro breakup on large surfaces like rocks, terrain, and hex walls. We're now also getting more of our texture detail coming through to the final frame thanks to the sharpening process that our graphics team has added. This helps offset some of the natural blurring and temporal anti-aliasing, and it certainly helps our assets shine. That was a major thing for me as well, that since these hexagonal walls are so prominent within at least the gameplay reveal, that you saw that were just rather smooth and kind of just blocky really, and didn't really show texture. There actually is texture on there and it looks nice, it just didn't really come through the gameplay. You know, when they say they've been working from the ground up to improve the visual quality of this game, they really have been. Now in the second half of this video, they talk about multiplayer and player engagement when it comes to Halo Infinite. They talk about the free-to-play, they talk about no loot boxes at all in this game, and additional customization like the coding system in a little bit more detail. Since it's free-to-play, a lot of people are worried about it being a grind fest and also just being able to pay for everything that you want. Chris Blom mentions in his introduction in here saying that, I also lead the team that controls how things are unlocked, be that via challenge or leveling. And they do mention in this blog post about how they want this game to be a healthy game time experience. They don't want you just grinding on endless hours to earn some obscure thing that would just make you just take up all your time trying to play this game. They want to give you, at least somewhat of a grind to play the game, obviously, but within a reasonable amount, that if you're just playing like a casual fan, you won't feel like you're missing out on anything. Talking about grinding content, it sounds like there are going to be seasons with Halo Infinite, saying, we're working across the studio to form a long-term roadmap for Halo Infinite. What should players look forward to each season? This is essentially confirming that seasons are coming in Halo Infinite. Now this was kind of assumed, but we didn't know for sure. This also would feel like it would play into the rumored battle pass that was leaked out previously, which has never really been disputed by 343. We have it in MCC right now, so I could totally see a seasonal pass happening with Halo Infinite. Now depending how much that costs, how much the grind is, we'll have to wait and see. And they do mention about the game being free to play and saying, yes, being free to play does mean there will be some premium cosmetics, but players will still obtain tons of customization content through things like playing campaign, challenges, skill, special events, legacy rewards such as the Halo 5 SR 152 reward, the progress system, and more. And we finally have a reveal of what that reward is for hitting 152 in Halo. You get this sweet looking coding, which just like looks super clean and awesome. And in this blog update, they showcase 2 out of the 3 items you'll receive. So you receive an armor coating and a weapon coating. My assumption that the third thing that's not shown is probably a vehicle coating as well, that's in the same style. If you're still trying to grind out 152, I actually will have a video up on my channel rather soon, working out the exact math if you'll be able to earn 152 in Halo before Halo Infinite. And they go more details about the coding as well, talking about why they're sticking with the system and removing the primary secondary colors, saying that coatings use a smaller digital footprint and lets us add new ones to the game without massive patches or taking up a tons of disk space, which is a learning from Halo 5. And more on the customization, they talk about the reach level customization. Well, it sounds like we're gonna get that and maybe a little bit more, as we have the helmet attachments, chest gear, shoulder pads left and right, knee guards, wrist gear, utility, as well as visor color. And when they mean no loot boxes, they literally mean no loot boxes. Previously it was no paid loot boxes, which was mentioned by Chris Lee, and now they say there were just no loot boxes at all within the game. They say here multiple times saying no loot boxes, no randomness, or items that influence the sandbox and gameplay. So it's great to see that trend kind of disappear. No one really likes loot boxes. And here's a major point of reassurance, guys. Joseph Staten, who is originally from Bungie, who helped create the story of Halo itself, now back with the team, and he talks about how he's played the Halo Infinite campaign. And he's quoted here saying, I played the entire Halo Infinite campaign twice. I was, in a word, stunned in the best possible way by what the team has done. Infinite is by far the most expansive and vertical Halo world ever. Why did the team do this? Because they understand that wonder and freedom are key to the Halo experience. Go explore off the Golden Path, assault that banished war base guarding the Valley Pass, follow a flight of Forerunner Sentinels into an unexpected cavern, rescue a squad of Marines dug in and desperate halfway up that mountain, Or do I keep pulling the main line story thread that feels epic and intimate at the exact same time? Now, there have been rumors saying that Halo Infinite is rather content complete, and from what I've heard, since Joseph Staten joined back in July, he's been able to play the campaign all the way through twice. It sounds like he's at least getting the idea of what they want to accomplish and what they can do right now. So I would kind of fall in line with what the previous leaks are saying, that this game is rather complete for the content. They're just ironing out everything to improve the efficiency and presentation. Talking about that later time frame, they mentioned insider fighting later next year, and then when we ship the game in fall of 2021. Yes, so the official release time frame is going to be fall 2021. There was rumors between spring, there was rumors between fall. It looks like we're finally going with a fall 2021. Now, when exactly in fall? Because that's like a 3-month period, right? Well, Bonnie Ross kind of hints at exactly when we could expect this release. So proud of the work this team has accomplished and looking forward to sharing some more soon. Fall 2021. Doesn't someone have an anniversary coming up? And she's right, because on November 15th of 2021, that is the 20th anniversary of Halo. So with this game coming out in the fall, the anniversary date coming in November, and November being a very highly anticipated release time frame for games in general, we can pretty much expect like a November 15th or 16th release date for Halo Infinite. Oh yeah, that's everything in this blog update. It is huge, guys. So I thank you so much for watching. Guys, if you've been out of the loop, want to catch some more Halo content, guys, come over to the channel. We upload pretty much every day about something about Halo related. Thank you so much, Eckhart's Ladder, for having me on the channel. I really appreciate the opportunity, man. So thank you so much, everyone, for watching. I greatly appreciate it. Hope to see you over on my channel. Peace out.